Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Rakiya. Today we're going to be doing this look. It's a very green, yellow, just bright look that I don't know what inspired it, but I'm excited. So as you can see, I've already done one eye, and I'm going to start off with the Zulu palette from Juvia's Palace. And I'm just going to go in with the green one in the middle and just cover it with my eye. I'm using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just kind of using it as a transition slash base. Then I'm going to go in with a smaller, more kind of pointy flat brush, and I'm going to put that in the corner of my eye. I'm starting to create that kind of ombre. And so I want that in my crease, and I want that to kind of creep up to the front but not necessarily get to the front of my eye. And the key here, you guys, is blend. Like, I'm going to be saying that word a million times. So after I'm done that, I'm just going to continue to blend. Like, I didn't add any more new product. I just blended. I'm taking an even more compact, kind of dense brush using my Subculture palette. I know, rolls eyes. The fallout is just too much. I add Untamed and Axis, and I blow it like there's excess all over the place, and I'm not sliding it yet. You see how I'm packing it first before I glide it over and, you know, begin to blend it in with the rest of the eye. It's very important that you pack it first, simply because you just want that to be kind of a defined area, especially when you're trying to do some sort of smoky look. So then I take a fluffy brush, the one that I was making my base with earlier, cleaned it up, and I'm blending. Blending. I am just going in. You want to make sure that it just doesn't have any harsh lines. And next I'm taking my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, shout out to Jackie Aina, and I am cutting the crease. Now, I just started to become comfortable with cutting the crease. I was so nervous because I have very hooded eyes, as you will see, and I didn't like how the crease looked. But this is a secret people, I guess, do, is you put a little bit of concealer in front of your eye and then you look up, and that lets you know how much of the, crease you should cut. As you can tell, my eye folds, and my eye does not fold where the crease is cut, basically. So it's taken me a while to build up that confidence, but we're gonna cut that crease very precisely. And after we kind of make our shape, it's very important that you just lightly kind of spread the concealer. Don't be too harsh on it. Sometimes I even dab. And I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush and gonna go back in to the Juvia's Palace palette and go in on that yellow. It's gorgeous. I am packing it. And what I'm going to do is set it to the innermost corner of my eye. I'm trying to create that gradient, that transition look that the other eye has, where it goes from yellow to green. And so you want to do that. Spread it, but all the way, just mostly the inner corner, a little bit up to the middle. Then I'm going to go back into that beautiful green on the other side of the brush and pack it. And I'm going to cover that with the rest of where the concealer is. So since this is mostly a green look, that's why I'm going to, cover the rest of it. And I even go a little bit into the yellow just so I can have a bit of blending going on. Now, it looks a little too green, but it's okay, because when we blend it out, it's actually going to look really pretty. And it kind of helps the yellow, because the yellow is not really shimmery, it's kind of just matte. And I'm going to go back to the Subculture palette, get the Electric right there. It's like a soft green, kind of just metallic, and I'm going to put that all over the lid, right up on top of the yellow and the green. And this one makes it look just less harsh as a green, but also it blends really nice. So I'm going to go back into that green, that almost blue green right there. I'm going to go back into the corner of my eye where I feel like the creases, that's where it ends, and you want to make that blend right there. You don't want it to look like the crease cut actually ends there. So what I do is blend, kind of incorporate it, and then I take those two darker colors, Untamed and Axis again, using a more dense pointy brush, and once again I'm blending where that cut crease was, just so I can have that that kind of transition, but also I can cover that cut crease and it can look like it's all just blended. I'm taking my fluffy brush again and I'm blending it all out. Now I'm taking the innermost corner eye. It's going to actually have a little bit of shimmer. I took the Trophy Wife from the Fenty Beauty collection and I'm putting it in the inner corners of my eye. It doesn't do much on camera, but it really kind of added a spark to it. Next, I'm taking Flyliner from Fenty Beauty also, and I'm going to make a nice little wing. I don't want anything too dramatic because I don't want to take away from the look, but I also don't wear fake lashes, so I figured if I do a dramatic liner, it would just look a little weird because my eyelashes are not that long. So basically, I just, do what I do right there and make that cute little wing. Nothing too major, but enough just to give, the look some definition. And I go into the corner too. I don't go all the way, but I go pretty far in, as you can see. Boom. So I don't know what happened to the camera at this point, but basically I went on and put on my foundation, which is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation. I also went in and did my concealer. I used the Born This Way concealer once again, and right now what you see me doing is blending my contour, which is, guess what, Fenty Beauty. It's the contour stick in the shade Truffle. And after I blended that, I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier Translucent powder. I don't really like to bake that much anymore. I find that it just makes my face a bit too dry and a little cakey. So what I do is I just get a little bit, and instead of letting it set, I actually just go in and blend it right into the skin and press. I find that this makes my face feel a bit more relaxed, while also kind of giving me that look. I take my other Laura Mercier translucent powder, the one in medium deep, and I put it around my mouth because that area is generally darker, and it looks very weird when I try to just, put the translucent powder that's white on there. So I go over there, blend it. So yeah, I'm blending out any excess translucent powder that's around my face, just blending it to wherever there might not be any powder. I'm also just making sure that crease in that mouth area is not too kind of just present. Next, what I'm doing is putting some more translucent powder on my jawline area, just so I can have that effect of the contour kind of showing up a little more. And again, you see I'm already pressing it into the skin. I don't really like to set it there. I put a little bit on my forehead, that forehead be where it's the most shiny. As you can see me just focusing on my nose and my forehead. This is where I become most oily. I am very, very, very oily. And so I wanted to just make sure that area is good and covered. I'm enjoying some music. Gang, gang. Next, I'm just taking off any excess. And as you can see, there's a nice little pretty cut right there, which is like not too crazy, but pretty noticeable. And what I'm doing right now is just blending the rest of my face. Whatever excess translucent powder I have, I want it off, and I'm going to go in with a bronzer very soon. But yes, and I'm taking my Bare Minerals bronzer. Honestly, I had this bronzer for the longest time, you guys. I never used it. I had no idea what to do with a bronzer. And now I'm basically almost done. I don't even know if they still sell this. But I'm going in where my contour was. I'm also just kind of bringing some color back into my face. Blending it in where that cut was so it's not as blunt. And it can just look like, an accidental thing, even though we definitely took time on it. And as you can see, my face is taking a bit more shape right now, bringing a little bit color into that. Taking my Too Faced blush and just a random, honestly, makeup brush. And I'm just, doing a little bit of blushing up in here. I really like this one. It kind of goes with any look, which is funny. Yes, I blush my nose. It's cute. I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I like it. Getting back to that trophy, and I am highlighting. Today, I want the world to see my highlight. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I just really liked it. It has this almost green tint to it now that my eyes are green, and I really like how they just complement each other. I'm gonna highlight a little bit of the nose. Definitely get that nose. It's just so cute to me. Go to the other side, do that. And yeah, blending it in also, we gotta make sure that it's not blunt and kind of as harsh as it could be, because we all know trophy wife can become a bit overwhelming. So yeah, I'm just going in there, but I really liked how this looked. I love how green it looked at times. I love how gold it looks. Perfect. Put a little bit above my eyebrows on both sides, just so when the sun hits, you know what I'm saying? It hits. Next, I'm going in with my matte lip gloss, I guess, from ColourPop. It's in the color Limbo, and I don't know, it's not as brown as it looks when it's wet. It's a lot more ashy when it's dry. So I'm gonna go in with Trophy Wife again and kind of just put that on top. I feel like it just put a little oomph to it, even though they were nude lips, having that shimmer adds a little something, something. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I put on a green hijab just so, I can be extra. I really like this look. It's one of the first times I think I've done a major look like this. It was really bold for me, but I think I'm really happy with the way it turned out. My mascara and all that, my little eyes, they did well. And so yeah, that's it. And until next time, my friends, see you later.